Jesus in the streets. Jesus over every action enemy. And this thumbnail will be changed. Oh, okay, I got it. Perfect. Also, why am I sending it to Sports Flare Law? Do I need an app to send things? No, lovely. Just lovely. You know, I could not be more happy. And the thumbnail is going to be changed, guys. That's what I was trying to say. Of course. I got recommended a post about Taylor Swift. Who other than ruining the NFL as we speak? Sorry, that's a different sport, I'm aware. Well, I guess I'll just start the live stream. Oh my gosh, get out! Two watching, welcome to the second viewer. Probably wave, but regardless, it's still a viewer is a viewer, no matter how many viewers. I don't think that's a word. Hey Alexa, is viewer a word? I'm just kidding. Hi guys, this is Sports Flare Live, and I'm going to be rebuilding the all-time San Francisco Giants with their new legend, Willie McGee. Even though you could argue he's a Cardinals legend since he played most of his career there. He's on the Giants on this roster, so we're just going to roll with it. I did change the Giants I got Candlestick Park from Stadium Vault, so we're at Candlestick Park. It will say 1991, and I did have to move him to right field because in center field he would have got no playing time, and I did have to cut one of my left fielders and move Hank Thompson over to left field to get this to work. So yeah, let's get this started. I would show you. Okay, why is he not in right field? Already a negative sign. Well, I might have to cut Willie Mays. 34-year-old Willie Mays, which is fine because he'd probably regress anyway. There we go. No competition now, buddy. Why did I say buddy like that? Anyway, we're going to go ahead and make some trades here. Or at least I think. Start off by getting, I don't know, I kind of want to play a game first. Who cares, we're playing a game. We do have the Brooklyn Dodgers in our division. Hey, my back! Sorry, that probably sounded loud. Player locked is the one and only Willie McGee versus Andy Pettit. Okay. We really have to be facing Andy Pettit. Are we glitching? Okay, I thought we were glitching and I got a bit worried. And wave will be in. I mean, I think I made that known earlier, but if I didn't, now you know. Here at Candlestick Park, opened in 1960. 2026 opening day. Game of the week. New York Yankees, San Francisco Giants. Willie! He smiled and turned back around to me and said, Bob, I'm going to break a window in your eye. Probably sounded cringe, but Willie McGee definitely got some wheels on him. 82 overall. Well, he would have been in center field, but he was a 79 overall, and he was going down in overall, but I had to change that and make his contact all 99. To fix that, to make him an 82 overall in right field as well. Number 52 swings, and it's popped up, aka Willie McGee, aka, of course, I cannot speak today. Who cares about speaking, honestly? I don't know what K and BR means. If we get chatters, and maybe I could ask them. I don't know if Beard will be in, but that is hit line the other way, and it'll drop in. But I'm going to, and that's a risky move, and Jeter tags me out. This has been the most boring game I've ever... Boring game I've ever played. My gosh, I cannot speak. That is hit well the other way. Back, but caught. I just love to get chatters, because I feel like I get more exciting. It's like... Excited when chatters get in. Oh my gosh, I cannot speak. Bloop. Dive. Dive. Don't dive, I guess. Who cares about diving? Willie McGee hits this. Why? Just genuinely, why? Am I bored and cannot hit and have no chatters? I'm very frustrated in this very moment. And we're about to lose. Yippee! I love losing! Oh my, am I annoyed. Orlando Cepeda facing Andrew Miller, the 32-year-old. And that is hit decently well, but since I can never make contact, we're going to be 0-1 on the season. Oh my word, am I irritated right now. Okay, phew, we got the updated thumbnail. Thought that would never happen, LOL. Maybe that's much better. That was probably it's probably my least favorite thumbnail ChatGPT had ever made, but Wave to the rescue, am I right, guys? So did I save that? I better hope I did. I did. There we go. That's one of my more favorite. I don't think more favorite's necessarily a word. Much better. Okay, there we go. And Wave shall now be, and I sound like a king or something. Anyway, I'll be right back, guys, after I exit this post game. Alrighty, guys, I'm back. I heard a weird noise and I was like, what is that? Then I realized it was just Ice Flare making music. But anyway. Okay. No, that's fixed. That's good. And now we make our trades. And oh dear. I almost traded away the big new legend. That would have been lovely. I'm just kidding. Got the jokes in me today. James Wood. Honestly, I think I keep Hank Thompson, but sadly for Willie Adamas, he is gonna go bye. That sounded cringe. I said he was gonna go bye bye. That was definitely a forced laugh. And I am going to be doing a Yankees rebuild tomorrow with their big new legend, Greg Nettles, so stay tuned for that. And in honor, I've already gotten him. I have not gotten Sean Biggins, but he's also a 79. Okay, well, maybe not him either. I've not got, I did a video with him yesterday, though, so, you know, what's the point? I ain't getting no cheater, I can tell you that, no offense. Hi, Wave. How are you? I was waiting for some chatters. Glad you were able. Yeah. Glad you were. Oh my! I cannot speak. Glad you were able to join and got in. Okay, there we go. And I am gonna get Chipper Jones here. I cannot get Ryan Sandberg. That's not good. Did I say Ryan? I meant to say Ryan. Anyway, Pedroia is perfect. Then why do we have two? That's concerning at best, but either way. Reasons why I want Buster Posey in the game. Reason number one, there are not a lot of good catchers in MLB Show 26 franchise mode. Reason number two, the Giants don't have any good catchers. Oh dear. Okay. Good, you. I'm good as well. Wave. Thanks for asking. I just want to speak the name of Jesus over every heart and every soul. Okay. That sounds cringe, probably. We lost. Well, we just lost a series to the Yankees, and we're not doing great in our division. That's not great. No intention there of that sounding like that. But it did. I don't know. This has gone from a good live stream to a cringe live stream very fast. Yeah, you've got a friend in me. I don't know how Toy Story songs got stuck in my head, but here they are. Here I stand with Toy Story songs. Of course, I said songs. Well, we're 0-3. That's amazing. I think that one of these guys has got to go, and one of them has. Who is our current left fielder? I know Willie McGee is playing left field. That's not what I'm asking. It's Hank Thompson, so yeah. Okay, well, we're gonna move Willie McGee, my favorite person. He doesn't need any. Yeah, you've got a friend in Wave. Wait, what? I'm good, Wave, if I'd not answered earlier, which I believe I did. I'm going to be doing a Yankees rebuild. Wave, I'm going to be doing a Yankees rebuild tomorrow. Just letting you know. Every hour. Oh, whoa. Whoa, buddy. Too far. I was talking to the game there, Wave, not you. I'm not mad at you. I never would be. Maybe that's not true. I'm sure I've been mad at you 100 times. Might be a bit dramatic. Why do I sound so quiet? I definitely need to talk a bit louder so my viewers can hear me. And since Willie McGee is like my lowest overall player, we cannot have that with new legends. He's got to be one of my better players. I'm not doing this to cheat. I promise. I would never do such a thing. Okay, maybe that's a lie, but that's not a lie. But this went from my least favorite thumbnail to my favorite thumbnail thanks to Wave, so shout out to Wave. His name is not 2Wave, LOL. What up, Mother Flare? Sorry, that sounded cringe. What up, Mother Flare? I must be excited to see you. Mike Napoli, my favorite. I do need to change a couple things here, like, okay, I guess, well, good bench players are always great options, so. Like a Matt Carpenter, Red Shandies, those are some good options. I don't think I said that right, but it's either Red Show Hindy. I need FF in the chat to tell me that, honestly. Yeah, you've got a friend in wait. That sounded cringe. And I'm sorry if it did. Normally I don't worry about pinch hitting, but whenever you got Speedster and Figgins, I cannot speak. And you just got some nice backup options in general, then what are you doing without the game? No, I don't know. I'm talking so quietly, I don't cut them. Okay, we can finally get into a game here. Why was Matt Cain not being my ace all along? Who knows? But we do need to cut. I know this is going to shock a lot of people, but it's a 45-year-old. We need to get rid of him. He needs to go back to the Mariners or Expos. Oh, I guess he's more of a Mariner than an Expo. Oh my gosh, I can't. This game just loves cheese pizzaing me. That was so unintended and sounded so cringe. Okay, we're going to try this again. Player locked as Willie McGee. Here we are! It is Matt Cain versus Walker Buehler. Buehler? I've never heard of cheese pizza used as a verb, lol. I don't think anyone has, Mother Flare. How do we lose when Babe Ruth dominates? This game is so messed up. 6 watching, must have a lot of Giants fans. I can only imagine how many viewers we'll have tomorrow whenever I do my Yankees rebuild. Jim Beard got the great old Willie McGee at the dish, and he grounds a base hit. That 99 speed is coming to fruition here, Bob. I don't know. That's right, Beard. Did you get those songs I sent you? Go, 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 go. Call Nike. Call Nike. That's how it. Are we going to go to third or just stand there lollygagging as FF with tagged out? I'm rebuilding the Giants with their big new legend. Yes, they are awesome. Anyway, I'm rebuilding the Giants with their big new legend, Willie McGee, and I player locked as him with no chatters. Now I'm player locked as him again, except with 2 chatters this time. He's a 99, and I have an insane team. Let me read out my team. You got Chipper Jones at third base, Willie McCovey in left field, Willie McGee in right field, Orlando Cepeda at first base, Willie Mays in center field, Ivan Rodriguez catching, Troy Tulowitzki playing shortstop, and Dustin Pedroia at second base. And whenever my pitcher doesn't bat, it is Babe Ruth DHing. Then on the bench, you got Brad McGriff, Joe Torre, and Chone Figgins, and also some of my current players. 3 Willies. It's. Oh gosh, what was that? Free Willie. Get it? Michael Jackson must be loving this, and watching this in heaven, he must be loving it. He's like, Free Willie. Oh, those uniforms got Willie McGee looking like a pumpkin. I'm not trying to do him dirty. LOL. I'm assuming y'all know that he wrote a song for that movie. Wave might not have, but I knew that. Thanks to Mother Flare. And I'm going to be doing a rebuild of y'all's favorite team tomorrow. I'm just kidding. I'm going to be doing a Yankees rebuild with their big new legend, Greg Nettles, tomorrow. No, not Craig. Well, I guess he pronounces it Greg. But it ain't your typical Greg spelling. Also, do you know what uniform Willie McGee wore back when he played for the Giants? I should probably know this from images, but I ain't got a clue. I was not a living organism, if you will, at the time. That is wrote by Willie McGee. Track! Whoa! The Braves can't beat the Padres, but the rival Giants can! It's 3-2 Giants. That definitely hurt my throat. He did play for the Giants. He was more of a Cardinals legend. Willie. R.I.P. to Willie Mays. Clearly the best of all my Willies. Yeah, he played. Oh dear, that's Tony Gwynn. Whoopsie daisies. I'll just show you how long he played there in his next at bat. It's what the roster maker did. I'm gonna stick with it. It's not 100% accurate, but not everything's 100% accurate in life. Well, at least that's what I believe. With a Christian, tag him out, yes sir. What number did he wear for the Cardinals? Also, it's weird seeing Chipper Jones. Wait, did Chipper Jones wear number 10? I should know this, definitely. I'm a Braves fan. Yeah, I remember him more as a Cardinal, and yeah, he played for those teams as well. He played for with the Cardinals for 14 out of 18 seasons, and his MLB career. High throw that makes Sacagawea land on her toes. That sounded very cringe. Also, how do you land on your toes? That sounded weird. I probably lost several chatters. How did he turn this into a double? That's what I need to know. That fielder over there must be sucking on some ice pops. 4 seasons with the Giants. Well, he played for the A's, so maybe 3. But yeah, I get where you're coming from. Pop it up the other way. Play is made. And the Padres do have Mr. Padre. At least I think that was his nickname. Get in there. Wait, what are we doing? Why do you not tag up? What are we doing? That's like Braves base running right there. And it pains me to say as a Braves fan. Also, we got my... I found a version of... Whoa. We gotta kick back and start a live stream at Sag. Wait a minute. I might be on my live channel. That might be why. But anyway, that is roped. Back, track, jump, and just miss! We are tied. Are you kidding? No, I think I'm on my main Sports Flare channel. Yeah, I definitely am. How did he get that out? Oh, that's some cheese right there. It just got out. I had my leap timed and everything. And it just got out. And Duhar, of all people, is the Padres hero. I'm currently 0-3. This is my second game playing. I've had to make trades, so that's why it's only my second game. So that twists me back already at that point, and then I don't know what I'm doing, but the ball just barely went out. At least the Braves are winning their game. 8-3. How did that happen? Yuki Matsui over here. Not doing too hot, I guess. That is roped. Back! Track 9-3! Willie McGee! And also, I've already done a Cardinals rebuild, so what's the point in doing 2? You know what I mean? Billy Bob Joe slipped in an abyss and got married! Dive! No, I just missed! Ah, that's some cheddar cheese pumpkin-y biscuits. And also, if you've not noticed, I have the old Giants logo. Why did I not? Why did I not go to 3rd? Yeah, you got a friend in. Wait, I'm sorry. I've been watching way too much Toy Story recently. I can't help it. They came out with the 5th movie. A lot of people are saying it's good, but I don't know because it ain't got Andy in it. That is caught in foul ground, and the Giants have won their first game. Welcome back, Wave. And I gotta fire the Giants manager, not because I want to, though they are 1-3, but because he's technically, even though he doesn't have his licensing rights in the game, it's technically Tony Vitello, and I ain't trying to have no Tennessee coach coaching my team. All he's teaching them how to be is not so nice people. No offense. It's not as bad as Georgia Tech or Auburn, because I hate Auburn and Florida. And yes, I am not saying no offense to those fans. Wait, what? That made no sense, did it? Get out of here, Ed Brady. Stop doing your cheating scandals like Tom. Okay, maybe that was a bit harsh, maybe. Yeah, you've got a friend in a wave. I got married in a abyss. That made no sense. I did go pretty high there. Mother Flare said she thinks I'd be a better baritone. Also, are we glitching here? Let me know down in the chat. I cannot speak. Did you watch my video involving Chipper Jones yesterday, Beard? I'm just curious. It's totally fine if not. I might have had a voice crack, but regardless, we're gonna get Daniel Baroa. You got married in an abyss? Totally not. Why would I ever do that? I'm just kidding. Yes, of course I did. I'm not actually married, but I do have a crush, but that's beyond the point. I sure did. Oh, yeah. I had to make Randy Johnson a relief pitcher because my rotation was so good, and he's 45 years old. That's how good my darn rotation is. And so what is Tulo doing here? Nod as a 99. There's some pumpkin spice latte! Did I just say pumpskins? Wait, did you say you have a crush? I do, Beard Flare. It's true. Hopefully she ain't watching. I'll give you more details at TI whenever I see you there, or at least the next time I see you. If maybe it'll be this summer. I don't know. I try to keep it private on the internet, but it's true. Yeah, I definitely said I have a crush. Motherfucker. Also, what is Satchel Paige doing getting traded to the Blue Jays? Oh, I thought I was hearing things. No. Mother Flare has some rules, to say the least. They're probably good things, but still. Well, yeah, I have some interesting stories to tell. Mainly listening to a friend who I should not have listened to that ended up turning into a nightmare scenario for me. I'd not get punished because I'd not ever tell Mother Flare. But I know Mother Flare knows what I'm referring to. I don't want to say it out on camera. Or on air. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Are you picking up what I'm putting down? The most cringiest expression ever is, are you picking up what I'm putting down? What do you mean by that? Oh, it wasn't that bad. I did not propose, at least. That would have been worse. We keep our personal business off the internet, at least, LOL. Or off the internet, LOL. Well, yeah, I don't know why I said it. My crush's name is Mary from the Bible. Wait, what? That makes no statistical. I cannot speak! Statistical! Oh, not statistical. How do you say that word? Statistical sense. Oh my gosh. My voice is turning into an abyss. Why did the Braves trade for Chase Hadley? Sorry, I could not speak. You'd be tripping. Yeah, that's not true. I'm trying to sound funny here, but it's kind of backfiring on me. Yes, also I wish I did the home run derby, but whatever. Did I make it? Andy Pettit. Looks like I did not have anyone make it, sadly. Oh wait, I'm blind. We definitely made it in the NL, and Willie McGee made it. I believe that's the first time a new legend has made the All-Star game, though I could be wrong. I should have been... Wait. I was going to ask since when were the Giants in the AL, but then I realized they were in the same division as the Dodgers, which I know is the NL. Because the Dodgers win everything in the United States of America. Sorry, I had to let out frustration on the Dodgers. If I see Dave Roberts and I'm one of the Dodgers coaches, I'm telling him to stop the dynasty and I'm firing him if he doesn't. Okay, maybe I sound mad. It's not that deep. Anyway, let's not talk about crushes. Let's change the topic back to baseball. Willie McGee destroyed that baseball. There we go. I sound like, I don't know. I sound like RD, if you know what that is, Beard. It's hard to explain to Wave. It's an inside joke me, Beard, and Father Flare have. Oh, it's hard for me to understand, but I understand now. Play at the plate! He is out by a country mile! Take me home, country outs, baby! John Denver has entered the chat! His plane did not crash, but his body crashed out at the plate. That is roped and out of here as I take a 3-2 lead. I'm all wild today. 3-2. I wish I'd not say that about my crush. Exactly how long is a country mile? I don't know. Ask John Denver. Wait, what? He never wrote that song. I don't know. I just say that. I don't necessarily know how long it is. Get him there! Out by another country mile! They must have Brian Snitker waving these guys over here from last season. Holy cow. Man over there falling asleep in the dugout like it's nap time in kindergarten. and as a 70-year-old man. Well, he was 69 at the time. He's 70 now. I try not to hate on him as a Braves fan too much, but that last season he was there was pretty bad. I'm sorry. And I remember how excited I was when he left. The computer runners are running the bases like SF. Okay, really, Beard Flair? Well, Snicker could be controlling my base running. You never know, Beard. Oh yeah, I would ask Siri what jersey number what's his name is, as he's out. What jersey number Willie McGee was on the Giants, but I was too lazy to turn my Siri on. My mother Flair was like, SF, well, she said my real name, which I'm not going to say, obviously. She's like, SF, you want to turn your Siri on? I'm like, yeah, nah. I said yes, but then it got boring, and I'm like, just don't worry about it. Of course I got pinch hit for. What are we doing pinch hitting for a 99 overall with probably some nobody? No offense. Willie McGee, player of the game. He looks like an angel over there. Yeah, not quite sure what's up with these glitches here. Ice Flare done found a glitch in Mario, Shun. Look at them lives. I wonder if Beard Flare knows about that video. I'm sure FF has told him about it. And who do y'all want to see me put in a 1 overall league next for my next video? It can be anyone except Albert Pujols and Chipper Jones. New legend or a legend that's been in previous games rather. Still has to be in this game though. My bee landed on my ear. I went pretty high there. This one was a Luis Ariz under a 1-year contract. Whatever. Also, whatever happened to, what's his name? Keith Folk got cut first off. What are we doing? Second off, what in the heck ever happened to him? IDK, maybe IDK Babe Ruth, Jackie Robinson. Okay. That was for all the chat to answer, but, anyone else, basically I'm saying anyone feel free to answer is what I'm trying to say. I'm not forcing it upon one person. Fred McGriff might be cool. I could do Terry Pendleton. He's in the game. That's what Beard's definitely going to say. Also, I've definitely gone too far in making that man a 99. I'm going to... Yeah. You can put it on Beard. Yeah. Wait, what? Is Ice Flare showering, Mother Flare? I'm just curious. I cannot speak. Let's get some value out of Randy Johnson that I would not have gotten before. Or not. Oh, he's still there. Actually, I lied. How about Andrew Miller? Haven't used him yet. I think so. Yeah. I don't know why I said it like that. I think so. Yes. Okay. I'm trying to sound professional. All I'm sounding is not professional. Did that trade seer? That's a joke. That right there, it's a joke. Did it at least go through now? No. Tried booster in my bullpen. All I boosted was this game's rigged engine. You're like, ha ha ha! You fell into trap, Sports Flare. Okay, I'll calm down. Calm down. Yeah, calm down now. There we go. 111 and 51. We finish off the season. Let's see how crazy my players went, like home run wise. 33, 19 homers for Babe Ruth. That's a bit messed up. 60 for Troy Tulowitzki. Somehow he did better than Babe Ruth. Orlando Cepeda with 26. 32 for Pudge Ivan Rodriguez. 50 for, what's his name? Chipper Jones. 46 for Willie Mays. 52 for Willie McGee. And only 11 for Pedroia. But I'm fine with that because he's more of a contact hitter anyway. 0 home runs for him. 9-0-5. Good pinch hitter, I guess. Then league leaders. Pedro Martinez, yeah, you can just read those for yourself. Awards, Cy Young, Pedro Martinez, and MVP, Troy Tulowitzki. But shout out to Albert Pujols, who hit 55 home runs. I gotta give that to him. Playing the Cubs here, and we're facing elimination. Yippee! That was an insane voice crack. Let's play our lock as the MVP, Troy Tulowitzki. Pedro Martinez versus Kerry Wood. Sorry, that's cringe. I think Wave will be back. I just think he's in one of his strange I'll be right back scenarios because he just randomly leaves sometimes without saying BRB, which means be right back, which is fine. I'm just saying. It's a line drive the other way. Well, what is that? Do I have to control? Oh my. There ain't no way I have to control the base running. Okay, we got 6 runs. Good. Good. I think that it's safe for me to send to the end of this game. It indeed is! 7-2! We forced the game 5. NLDS is sponsored by Dust of Doritos. Are you still here, Wave? Just out of curiosity. I know Beard is, at least I assume he is. It's okay if not. Candlestick Park! Beard Flare will be seeing it for the first time this live stream, and well, so will Wave, but I just feel like it would be cooler to Beard Flare because, well, it was the stadium he grew up on. Okay, Beard Flare. We are here at Candlestick Park. Oh my word. I cannot speak. What are y'all's thoughts on the updated thumbnail? We're winning. Welcome back, Wave. And I was asking the viewers, who do you want to see me do next for my Legends in a 1 overall league? So we are not having Jung Hoo Lee. Nothing I have against him. It's just, it is old school. You purposely spelled that wrong, didn't you, Beard? I see what you're doing. Anyway. Who do y'all want to see me do next for... I know Mother Flanter, but for Beard and Wave, who do y'all want to see me do next for my putting Legends in 1 overall league? It could be new in this game or older Legends. Not Albert Pujols or Chipper Jones. Mother Flare said Babe Ruth or Jackie Robinson. I expect Beard Flare to be saying Terry Pendleton as I'm 2 outs away from headed to the NLCS. It's not necessarily a big deal when you win the NLDS, because what are you? NLDS champs? National League Division. Oh dear, why am I diving? Anyway. Andre Dawson, and I'd do it on the team they were most famous with, which I think Andre Dawson was most famous with the Cubs. Got him! 1 out away from being National League Division champions. I can do Terry Pendleton as well, Beard. He's in the game. I cannot speak. I said game, I don't know. Billy Williams now a batter. That almost took Jonathan Broxton's head off. And it's going to be a single. Brendan Donovan now. If he doesn't get out here. Now I do the Hawk. Okay, I'll do him. Was he most famous with the Cubs, Beard Flare? Is that a strike one? You think? Nah. That ain't no strike, Billy Bob Joe. It's outside. And he was right. Cool animation. Yes, sir. Okay, I'll do that. I'll use the Cubs old school logo like I did with the Braves. The 2-1. Just missed. Why not challenge? She doesn't agree. You never can. There's nothing to lose here. And well outside. That was one of the worst challenges I've ever had. Who do you want to see wave the 3-1 in there for called strike? Got lucky. 3-2 is grounded. Tulowitzki never made a throw. What are you doing, Troy? It's ruled a base hit, at least for now. Bush now their last hope. Michael Bush, that would be. No relation to Michael Jackson. Hee. That was an insane voice crack, though. 0-2. 0-2. Just missed. Why not challenge? Okay, well, I'm out of challenges. That ain't good. 1-2. Do they got Harry Carey in this game? Unfortunately, they don't. They only have Boog Shambi. John Shambi, I believe is his first name, or Jonathan Shambi, something like that. And, oh gosh, they got Robert Flores and some others, but for franchise mode, it's just John Shambi. That is a grounder right back where it came from. Play at the plate is late! Can I check it, though? Okay, now, oh dear, it's Sammy Steroid Sosa. And he pops it up! Drifting over is, I believe, the left fielder, and he is there! And the Giants are National League Division Series champions! From down 2-1 to eliminating the Chicago Cubs. What a game, what a win, and what a day for this team. I'll be right back. Divisional, that's right, and now it's the Cardinals. We're up 3-0. Got to go in to try and win this NLCS. Actually, I don't want to. I do want to be player locked to someone rather. And in honor of Beard Flair being well, I'm a Braves fan too. I don't know why I'm trying to say I'm not, but since since all our chatters are Braves fans, it's okay, Mother Flair. We are gonna be player locked as Chipper Jones in Game 4 of the NLCS. Dustin Doritos says, "Howdy, Bob. I'm here tonight." Which, maybe you could argue that this is a team Willie McGee is supposed to be on, but ain't no one said it. Yeah, First pitch, Chipper Jones, he's batting .395. He shoots the other way for extra bases, and he falls looking like a pig over there, no offense. And that's going to be a double. Oh, no, what are we doing? What are we doing? I can't control that. Chopper to Chipper, that's right. Oh, that's annoying. That is roped, back, track, and caught. Worst base run. I cannot help that. I was going to third, and he was out. And I was going to third, he was going to be safe. And then the game had other ideas. 2-0, I lead it, though. That is roped! 3-0, he made up for that! Ain't no one you have to worry about the so-called worst base runner ever. It's hit 450 feet. Also, Wave, did you notice something? Sure, blame the computer. Okay, really weird. Anyway, Albert Pujols grounds it. It's through. How about I just get him out of the plate? Get him out of the plate! Of course. And I had an opportunity to get him out of third. Horrible decisions. Anyway, Wave, did you notice something about my Miguel Cabrera and Anibal Sanchez video? I had Freddie Freeman as my first baseman, and I did that just for you, because I know you'd want to see him. It was kind of against my will, but I thought Wave would love to see this, so I did it for you. 6-1, I lead it. Gosh, get up! Chipper Jones lines that! Caught. I saw that. Thanks. You're welcome, Wave. Is it 6-2? I believe so. Here in the bottom of the 8th. Get me out of that camera angle. Musial grounds it through. I think I gotta go home. Oh, dear. What is that? What is that? Why did I not get Showtime? And it's 6-3. 6-4. What do you know? They're making a comeback. That is roped by Chipper Jones, and it's 8-4, preventing a comeback. 451 feet, one-upping himself. Yes, sir. You're welcome, Wave. Mark Davis in, and the 0-1 delivery from the left-hander. The southpaw delivers. Ozzie Smith grounds it. Tough play in the hole with 89 speed. It won't be made. 451 feet. That's right. Right, Beard. I cannot speak. Albert Pujols now 3-0. Does he get the green light? It's kind of hard to say. He does, and it's grounded to Tulowitzki, who goes to first, and the San Francisco Giants are National League champions in the marvelous year of 2026. It's going to be a California team back in the World Series, but this time not the Dodgers, but your San Francisco Giants, baby. What an outing from Pedro Martinez. And it's going to be the Blue Jays or the Tigers. And it's the Blue Jays. Back-to-back years, the Blue Jays have made the World Series, counting, well, this season, in the game. I'm player locking as the guy who got the... Actually, I've not been Pudge Rodriguez yet. I got to be Pudge. Roy Halladay, RIP, versus Pedro Martinez, even though he just pitched last game. I'm a bit confused on that one. But regardless, for Game 1 of the World Series... Come on! I gotta beat the quote-unquote as the Canadian team, as Father Flair would say. Here at Candlestick Park, Jose Bautista now the batter. Well, I kind of forgot that he was on the Blue Jays. That is a bunt. With 2 outs, what was the decision there? Who knows? He is out. 0-0, but a chance to take a 3-0 lead here off Roy Halladay. Is that Holiday or Halladay? I don't really know. That is roped by Ivan Pudge Rodriguez! And caught! Of course. Still 0-0. Pitcher's duel. Here can Pudge break that 38 regular season home runs, and he's gonna have a postseason World Series home run here. It's 1-0. Giants, baby. Do you like the Blue Jays beard flare and wave? I'm just curious. Father Flair doesn't because they're a quote-unquote Canadian team. That is roped by Ivan Rodriguez, but caught. Kevin Gausman in for the Blue Jays. And it's 3-2 now in the 9th. What are we doing? Of course. Fouls it off the fist. I don't think I used that term, right? Is this a Monte Irvin that I had? There's no way. That's just insane that the Blue Jays picked him up and now I'm facing him in the World Series. Pop it up, and the Giants take Game 1, 3-2 of this World Series at Candlestick Park. A 1991 version, to be exact. Stadium that opened in 1960. Keith Polk gets the save. Man, this team is on fire lately. In fuego, it's Beard Flair would say. I don't like what the Blue Jays did to the Braves. Well, I think at least that's what you meant to say. In 1992. We're going to player lock as someone we have not been yet, Babe Ruth. Hopefully I don't... Oh yeah, I probably will have to pitch, but regardless, I'll change that setting. Well, I can't change the actual setting, but you know what I mean. On nothing. Did Babe Ruth already come up? Don't even think about saying he did. Has he... Wait, when does Pedroia bat? Okay, Babe Ruth is up next. And he's going to have a runner on third in a tie ball game at 1. Satchel Paige here. Do you like the Blue Jays wave? Babe Ruth first pitch. He sees! That is why he's the GOAT over Shohei Ohtani! It's 3-1! Giants 461 feet. Yeah, baby! How do you like that for spaghetti and noodles? That makes no sense. And they score 3 runs. We're losing, of course we are. Why wouldn't we be? Oh dear, Babe Ruth got taken out. That is messed up. I'm pinch hitting Fred McGriff to try and tie this. Oh wait, I can't. I'm losing 5-3. This is not a great sign of things here. Satchel Paige delivers with that old school wind up, and the crime dog makes it a 1-run game, committing crimes and hitting a home run. I don't know. He does not commit crimes. Don't ever do that. 5-4. I do like Fred McGriff, though, as a Braves fan. I ain't gonna lie. What are we doing taking out? Actually, it's probably smarter that they took out Babe. The great Babe Beano. The great Babe Beano. Okay, really. Oh my word! I need to make this comeback. Willie Mays. He's gonna be the start of a comeback, or at least a hopeful comeback. Down by 4. Grand slam with tie, but I ain't got nobody on. First pitch, Satchel Paige delivers to Willie Mays. Is hit well and out of here at not Comerica Park, at Candlestick Park. Same thing. And out comes big boy John Schneider to take out his pitcher and bring in a guy that I have bad memories of from last year's World Series, Jeff Hoffman. Pedroia first pitch. He sees. He lines over the jump of Vladimir Guerrero. Weird to see him playing third, I ain't gonna lie, but I mean, I ain't gotta say nothing, but still. How about this? Just making great contact and missing the jump. That is not easy to do. Hit it over that jump. That is why he was one of the better known players out there. How about Joe Torre, maybe? Who knows? Who has the most? Okay, well, Joe Torre. In comes Joe Torre. The pinch hitter has he made this a 1-run game? Nope, it's caught. Comeback. I'm trying to be a comeback kid here. I'm trying to channel my inner Rocky Balboa here, beard flare. Well, I guess Wave as well, but I don't know if Wave has seen the movie Rocky. Let's go Giants. That's right, and Chipper Jones with Dustin Pedroia stealing has made this an 8-7 game. We got ourselves a ball game, folks. Rocky never backed down, nor did I. Drago got punched in the ear. And Willie McCovey now hits it well to dead center. We are tied! 424 feet! How about Willie McCovey from down 8-4 at the start of the inning to tie it up at 8, baby. I'm in fuego. Yeah! And I'm going to sim now. Well, I mean, for at least a bit. And they don't score. Do we score? No, of course not. And they score! Making another comeback here off of Raleigh Fingers, the guy with the greatest mustache ever invented. First pitch, Pedroia sees! He hits to the gap! Yes! He just overran it, the fielder that is. And it'll be a leadoff double and the winning run comes to the dish. Who is it? It's my pitcher. And believe it or not, I'm not, actually. I'm going to leave in Kimbrel here and try to bunt over Pedroia. That is what the smart thing to do here is. And he pops up the bunt. However, it does move over Pedroia. And now it's back to the top of the order in Chipper Jones, who has hit several clutch home runs. Can he do it again here in Game 2? He sure can! It's a 10-9 Giants comeback victory! The Giants, just like Rocky Balboa, never backed down, never gave up, and they come from behind, from down 8-4 to win it 10-9, and down 9-8, headed into the bottom of the ninth, to win it 10-9 and take a 2-0 series lead and make it now or never time for the Toronto Blue Jays. What a game at Candlestick Park. That might be a YouTube video on my main channel, honestly. Just highlights of that game. Wow, Chipper clutching up. Babe Ruth getting that pitch he likes and hitting it well. Raleigh Fingers with the loss, and his mustache did not play a factor in them winning the game. And Chipper Jones, player of the game, Craig Kimbrel with the win. That's right, Beard. And now Juan, however you say that, Juan Marikel. Hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. I'm going to be player locked as Troy Tulowitzki. Here in Toronto, Raleigh got rolled for sure. We got Dylan Cease, who also has a pretty good beard. Yeah. Maybe not as good as Beard Flair's beard. Nothing tops that. I'm sweating from that last game. Wade surely did not miss that one, as Troy Tulowitzki has given the Giants an early 1-0 lead in Game 3. His 4th postseason home run, maybe this World Series, I'm not sure. Well, I mean, I'll find out later. Troy Tulowitzki, though, baby. That is grounded back where I came from! And oh, I was gonna go to third, but he made the smart decision to stop, and I made the smart decision not to go. Or I was gonna go to second, rather, and he made the smart decision not to go to third, but I didn't. Smart decisions! Good base running for once, Beard. Ground ball. Sliding stop Vladimir Guerrero on to second, where Dozier is able to field it cleanly. What a play by Vladimir Guerrero. LOL. 1-0 still. Are you still here, Wave? Just curious. That is a chopper. Troy Tulowitzki fields bad fielding. I don't know what else to tell you. I read that wrong, and Alejandro Kirk has got a base hit. 2-2. They took a 2-1 lead, but we were able to tie back up. We, referring to the Giants. Okay, the team I'm controlling. Tulowitzki hits this baseball. Well, dead center jumps. He robbed me. Are you kidding? Why do I always get robbed of home runs in the World Series? Sean Green this time with the robbery for the Blue Jays. He timed that jump perfectly. How do they keep doing this to me? That would have given me a 4-2 lead. Wow, what a play by Sean Green. I as much as it pains me to agree, I gotta agree. That was a robbery, and maybe even a YouTube short, even though I'm the Giants. 3-2, I'm now losing. That is a ground ball, and the play will be made, fortunately. Still 3-2, I'm losing. Runner on second in the 8th here. Please don't get robbed twice. Troy Tulowitzki. And the first pitch, Tulowitzki sees. He pops it up. Does the runner advance? I would not run on Sean Green's arm, but luckily it's a bad throw, so it does move over the runner. And, well, it looks like I'm about to lose. I got runners on first and second, but 2-2 count here. That robbery is going to end up being very clutch if that is the case. He lines this the other way, though. Maybe not. 2 are in, and it's 4-3 Giants. Willie McGee locks in, and I get that dub. Carlos Delgado now. The Blue Jays' last hope. What a comeback win. This would be the 2-2. He got him! What a comeback win it is! And the Blue Jays are on the brink of elimination. Wow. What a comeback win. Down to my final strike, down to my final breath. I lock it on in. Where did Wave go? He could not have missed that. Nice win, for sure. I'd not even ultimately have to do anything. And Mike Mussina taking on Roy Halladay, however you say it. I think it's Halladay, but I'm not sure. I'm going to be player locked as the one and only Willie McGee. It would be cool to rob a home run like Sean Green did, but I'm not the best at robbing with that new home run meter. Well, I guess it's not new. They might have added it in MLB The Show 25, but you get what I mean. And it's the 0-0 Vladimir Guerrero Jr. Obviously the son of legendary Hall of Famer Vladimir Guerrero. And honestly, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. building his own Hall of Fame resume. Lines a base hit the other way. I'm back, chats. What up? Nothing much. You missed a crazy game, too, though. I'll probably make a video or short on it. 1-0 I lead here. And Willie McGee hits that ball well. Back and jumping up. Barely. Reaching up, rather, and making the grab. But it will advance the runner. I see Beard has been a faithful chatter for sure. Thanks, Beard, by the way. Brian Dozier, the batter, must have got traded over from the Twins, as that is hit decently well the other way. Dive! Why am I diving? Why am I diving? Why am I diving? Might have a play it too! Might have a play it too! Of course, it's late. You are welcome. I don't know why the way I read it sounded AI, but it did. That was definitely a forced laugh. You did miss some crazy games. That is roped by Willie McGee. But of course, it's straight to none other than Sean Green, who can't do none wrong. 3-2 now, for sure. Wave did as well. Wave. Oh my gosh. Liner, does he go to third? Does he go to third? He does! And he is sprayed! Wow! That is a risk you cannot take while facing elimination there, Jose. He does it anyway, and boy, does he regret it. 3-2. Can I make this 4-2? I can! Sean Green is not going to be getting that. It's not even close to where he can get a huge insurance. dead meat for sure. We did win Mother Flare both games. Oh, although Sean Green did have a great robbery, if you know who that was. I mean, he's still alive. 5-2, Eric Lauer now in, and Willie McGee makes it 8-2. Every game I've played in him undefeated like the 2022 Georgia Bulldogs. Fun season for Beard to go to all those games, I bet. 8-2 in game 4. I'm actually going to have to take this pitch because I do want to get the Mick going. That's right. Anyway, I definitely got to close this game out. I don't know what else to tell you. So, I will bat with Willie McGee, because why wouldn't I, but still. I'm also going to try to get the final 3 outs. That is a liner straight where it came from. It'll make it a 9-2 ball game. How about Willie McGee? That was an awesome season. It definitely helped that TCU, I bet that Ohio State game was fun to go to. That is grounded. Slides and can't make the play. Do they go to third? Do they go to third? They do. Safe. Anyway, I bet that Ohio State game was fun too, but it definitely helps that TCU was Georgia's opponent in the Natty. I think anyone could have beaten TCU. Maybe not anyone. I doubt Auburn could have. They would have found a way to blow it. And most of Georgia's rivals, but Willie McGee hits it onto the track where the play is made. Or not Willie McGee, I take that back, Willie McCovey. I have so many Willies. Free Willie. And I kind of feel like I gotta put in a Giants. No. Michigan didn't beat TCU that year. Well, but I'm saying SEC team, not ACC. I've not used Zach Britton to close out a game yet. That changes today! Vladimir Guerrero, one of the Blue Jays' last 3 hopes, takes strike 1. A wine is grounded foul. Blue Jays down to their final 3 outs. I don't know why I'm getting emotional for winning this World Series. It's just a video game, but maybe I'll commentate a World Series one day. A real-life World Series, that is, and hopefully the Dodgers won't be in it. But also, for all I know, there could have been someone 30 years ago commentating now saying hopefully the Blue Jays or something like that won't be in it. That is a ground ball. Never an easy play, but he makes it. And the Giants down to their final 2 outs. Or not the Giants, take that away. And the Blue Jays down to their final 2 outs. There we go. That'd be awesome for sure. Would y'all watch it? I'm just asking. I ain't trying to sound arrogant. Who are all of Delgado's teams? Blue Jays and Marlins and Mets. It's a lot of alliteration there, it feels like. Ground ball, dive and miss it, of course. Yes, I would. In any games would you watch them? Or if me and Wave commentated games together, like I was the main commentator and Wave was the color commentator, or vice versa. I know that sounds cringe. Would y'all watch it? Sean Green has been great with fielding, not done too much at the dish, and it stays that way. As the Giants, or not the Giant, as, I'm going to throw a ball because I'm a bit upset about that, but anyway, as the Blue Jays down to their final out in the 2nd consecutive World Series. That would be cool. Popped up! Who's my first baseman? I'm sorry. Orlando Cepeda is there! And for the first time since 2014, the San Francisco Giants are World Series champions! Hoist that trophy up! Back-to-back World Series losses for the Blue Jays! Champs, there it is! That's right! Zach Britton closes out his first ever World Series. A clean sweep, that's right! Yeah, baby! My first live stream in 3 or 4 live streams that I've gotten to sweep, and the Giants are World Series champions. There's that beautiful trophy. Don't kiss Dog Fleur Teddy's paws, but kiss that trophy or hoist it up or hug it. Maybe don't kiss it, that would be a bit cringe. There's the celebration. He's like, yeah! How about Willie McCovey? And Willie Mays with another ring. Not as great of a catch as one of his other World Series rings, known as a catch, but that he made in one of his other World Series and one of his other World Series wins. But hoist it up, Daniel Baroa! Hoist it up! The Giants are World Series champions! Yeah! 9th World Series championship in franchise history. Yes, sir, baby. Hoist it up and celebrate it. Willie McGee, player of the game, 3 for 5, 2 homers, 5 RBIs. Mike Mussino with the win, and Roy Halladay with the loss. What a season. Have a great rest of the day, chat. Thanks, Beard, and bye, Beard. And you too, Beard. Or as FF would say, likewise. World Series MVP Dustin Pedroia, and playoff MVP Willie McGee, and NLCS MVP Willie McGee. Yeah, yes, sir, baby. Bye, Beard, that's right. Yes, sir. You love seeing this sight. I believe that's his second World Series ring. Willie McGee's second World Series ring, though I could be wrong. Yes, sir, baby. And I'm going to end the live stream here. Bye, guys. Don't forget to like and subscribe with notifications. So, yeah, bye. Bye, guys. Have a great rest of your day. So, yeah, bye, guys.